Hey everyone, we are live. Welcome to today's episode of the Technicolor Mike B Show. Yes, we are live here on YouTube, and we're just playing with a different makeup design for today. Yeah, just was playing around, seeing what would look like a little bit on the abstract, maybe the tribal perspective with the stripes. So yeah, that was just today's playing around with some makeup, and our theme for today is the silly hat. So let's get started. You saw me make some flowers the other day, and the same twists I was using for the stems of the flowers for the vase that hold them up. This is what I'm going to use for the hat. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. Different color. So yeah, just a simple basket weave, and just gonna finish the hat off to make it fun, sort of like the jester hat of yesteryear. And I already have a balloon on the pump. Don't need that there. Now I could use as many or as few balloons as I want for this design. If I'm in a hurry, I use 3. Sometimes I go with 4. I think today we'll use 5, maybe 6, we'll see. The only thing you have to sort of take into account when you're planning this is how big of a head is the person who's going to wear it need, so they can go all of the way around the head. And some people have a lot of hair. Maybe it's a girl and she has ponytails or pigtails or a lot of braided hair, and that just takes up a little bit more space, so you have to accommodate for that when you make the design. Just make it a little bit bigger. In my opinion, a little loose is better than a little too tight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I inflate the balloons, leave a bit of a tail on each of them, and do a ear twist at the end. Connect one balloon to the other right at the ear twist. Going around the circle. Let's see. Now, I think I need it a little bigger if I'm going to put it on my head. So we'll just add one more balloon. And do that last twist. Let's see. So now I just scoot back a bit so I have a little bit more room for all the tentacle arms. I could stop there, but I usually go 1 or 2 levels up. That just gives the balloon a little bit more structure to work with. The fewer balloons you do, the fewer times up you can go if you want to have balloon left over. And the idea is to connect all of the balloons at the top and have the little dealies sticking out the end. if we could go just one more time. Oh, and we had a few jokes. I forgot about those. Why couldn't the computer take its hat off? No, poor computer, it was stuck. It couldn't take the hat off. That's just because someone had left the caps lock on. And yeah, when the caps lock is on, you can't take your hat off. I don't know who wrote that rule, but yeah, that's just the way it is. You can't take your hat off when the caps lock is on. So there we have it. And you just bring all the ends together. What did the scarf say to the hat? Yeah, the scarf, it was talking to the hat and just telling it, you go on a head. Yeah, the scarf doesn't go on a head, but a hat does. So we just do little poodle tails on all of the ends. Sometimes if I know I'm going to do them for a kid, I will put a knot right in here, and that way when they squeeze it, the little poodle tip doesn't deflate, and they don't have to come back to me to fix their balloon a dozen times. So there is the basic hat, and sometimes I'll take an extra balloon or two and do a spiral out of the balloon. I don't know if you could see this on the pump. I just wrap the balloon around my fingers and put it on the top of the pump. And I just hold the end of the balloon, and when it inflates, it stays coiled up. And if you do 2 or 3 of these, you can attach them to the top of the balloon or other parts of it, and it just makes it look a little bit more festive. So I like to give something like this to the birthday boy or girl at the event, and I guess I'm too tall. Yeah, you can't see the top of the balloon when I'm wearing it. But yeah, I could just keep on going and add more of these in different colors, and I like to use a variety of colors in my balloon. I think it looks a lot cooler. But you could do just 3 shades of blue or 3 shades of reds and pinks or whatever you want. It always looks different based on which colors you choose. If you choose the light blues, the light greens, the yellows, or the dark blues, dark greens, and purples, dark purple. Yeah, it just changes the color spectrum if you choose the light color balloon or the darker color balloons. Red can go either way. It could be the dark color or the light color. So the only dark color I used was the dark blue. So like on the other side, it really looks like a lighter color balloon. But if I had the darker blue and the red, and this was a dark green, it would have a darker tone to it. So that is just a fun hat. It's something that I've always done. And it's good for the birthday child, as they could run around and get their pictures, and everyone can find the birthday child who they are. Just look for the crazy balloon. Obviously, a kid would use a smaller size balloon than I used as an adult. So that is just what we had planned for today's episode of the Technicolor Mike B Show. A fun balloon hat for everyone to make the birthday child, guest of honor, the graduate, or whatever your party is for. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, and goodbye. Thanks for watching today's episode of the Technicolor Mike B Show. I am your host, Technicolor Mike B, also known as Sir Toonie Van Dukes the Clown. See you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile.